1 minute left. In the meantime, while you are lifting, start filling in your boxes because these are not filled in. This is just how to set it up, right? What do you mean? Good, good. All right, read the questions. Fill in what you can. We will unpack the prompt in a moment. Okay, I know. I gotta come closer. Can both of you switch places? This way I can have him on the outside, please. Can you pull back a little bit, Nathan? Thank you. Who's that? Oh, that's okay.
I wrote my head.
Wonderful. What about the genre?
Come on, finish. I wrote my genre. My genre.
Maybe. Do you see 4 boxes up there? Yeah. What's on my right box? The top right.
Just.
So I agree. I'm waiting for you to label it just, and then
And then
you
we
have
just
there we go. I need you to have 4 boxes ready to go for me. You have 1. You're missing 2, 3, 4.
okay.
It's still up there. Just look. I just need this one right here. Okay. That's man. Come on in there. What do you need? Right. There we go. So you can.
How much points is
That's a very good question. How many dots for the gist? It should be 3, no more than 4. Right? Okay. I knew I forgot to put something here. What should be here?
Main idea.
Go borrow one and put it in. Good, so you don't know that yet. You have headphones? Yes.
So I put the genre on the third one.
There you go. Is that where I have it?
Yeah.
You know what the genre is? Look up in the corner to try to figure out
The
which one.
genre is the story.
Almost.
What the story is about.
What type of story?
And
Alright, so you're gonna go closer and try to read those. Just read them and come back. What do you need? Do you know what you need? So you have these. Let me see, do you have another one here? Let me help you. Good. That is on your name and also says. Alright, good. So now you're gonna try read the direction. I'm gonna start unpacking it in a moment. Let me just check on it. And then, but you don't know yet.
I know.
Okay. Okay.
Right, so for the most part, most of you are on the way with setting up the paper right. We don't know the answers yet because we haven't read the story yet or we haven't read the questions yet. Good evening. I'm about to unpack it with you, all right? Hold on. Where's your headphones? Can you go get them for me? Please? Hurry up. No, we don't restart. We don't have time for that. Put a line through what you don't want and keep going. We don't have restart time. Yes. Right, but you need this one on the right side now. 3 bullets if you need one more, 4, but this one is multiple choice. According to how many multiple choice you have, right? You can write the whole word or MC for multiple choice. Make sense? Alright. Okay, wonderful. If you had this that I have on the board, raise your hand for it. Wonderful, 1 kiss to your brain. Wonderful, I like how we're working. Today we're slowing down because I want to make sure that we get it right. Okay? But tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after spring break, you have to remember that this is the way to do it. Yes?
Yes.
How many of you thinking now you remember how to do this?
Yes.
Show me, don't tell me. Alright, very good. Alright, so we have a story, but the skill that I have taught you to do once you get this assignment is to do what? What I want you to do first. You open it up, you set up your paper, then you do what first? I love the hands. Yes, what are you supposed to do? That would be true, that's one of the things. Yes, somebody else? Nathan?
We'll find to look for key details in the story.
We will do that. That is true too. Yes. That is true too.
And
We read the title. What else do we do?
We gotta find the gist in the main video.
So all of those pieces on the paper we will, but there's an order in which I ask you to do all the time. You set up your paper and then you go right into looking at starts with a Q. Questions. So I want you to look at the questions. Let's look at number 1. Let's look at number 1 question. Can we all read question 1, please?
Yes.
Go. Simile. So I saw Leah annotate what she's looking for in that question. Can you take a moment to color or to annotate what's important to look for in that question? And in the meantime, I'm going to ask Leah. Leah, what did you annotate?
Annotated author and Ivan's wife in paragraph 2.
Wow, she did not underline the whole paragraph. I agree. The whole question, I'm sorry. Do not underline the whole question.
Is Taylor Lawrence in here?
Not anymore.
Do you know where she is?
So there's 3 more rooms to check. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. All right. I see a lot of annotating, highlighting. Don't make it that huge. Like, come on, Ryan. All right, let's go to question 2. Let's go to question 2. We have the part B, I'm sorry. Question 1, part B. Can we read that, please?
Which sentence from the story supports the answer to part A?
What do we know about part B and part A? What do we know about part B and part A? And there are tickets coming along for people that is participating. Because you cannot sit here and warm the chair. You know that, right? Alright, so here comes the tickets. What do we know about the connection to part A and part B? Christopher?
For part 8, it tells you an answer, and then it tells you an answer about the paragraph for part B, it cites the evidence in the paragraph.
Very good. So in other words, part B is the what to part A. Part B is the what to part A. Ariel? Part B is what to part A? How are they related?
Oh, because when they're telling a story and part A tells like the story that's part of the
You need a little bit of help? Call a friend to give you some help. Moises.
Part A is like how you get take the answer, and then part B is the cover up, like more information about where you found your answer from.
Thank you for trying. That is true. Somebody to help clarify that. Go.
So basically part A gives half of the evidence for part B.
Not quite, but it's a half answer. I'll give you a ticket for trying. Go.
Part B is related to part A because they talk about the same story and they have one part of each answer and then the rest key details.
Not quite, but thank you for trying. Who did not answer? I'm gonna call on a hand that did not answer. Give it a shot.
How part A and part B is related is that part A is giving us like the real question and then part B is giving us like a backup question.
Thank you for trying. All right, so I'm gonna give you the answer now. Part A is the question. So part A asks, let's look. Why does the author use a simile? Her tongue just went on flapping like washing on the line to describe Ivan's wife in paragraph 2. That's the question. And then you have to answer it based on the choices, right? Now part B asks, it says, which sentence from the story supports the answer to part A? So what is the B asking then? The B is asking you for the proof for part A. B is asking you for the proof for part A. So if you say, whatever you choose for, let's assume that you chose A for part A, then the choice that you pick is the proof that you know that part A is right. You see that? Hello?
Yes.
So what is part A? Part A is the proof or the evidence for part
B.
B is the evidence to part A. So they ask you the question in part A, and they ask you for the proof in part B. So if part A and B doesn't match, then they're going to be wrong. Make sense? Part A must match with B. Yes.
Because if you only have your answer, where did you get your answer from?
Right. So that is how A and B is connected. Yes?
Yes.
So if you pick a choice for B, look back at the choice you made for A and see if they're matching. If they're not matching, then you have to decide to go back in the passage to prove which one is right or wrong. Because only the passage can prove that. Yes?
Yes.
All right, let's go to question 2. Question 2. Question 2, let's go. Everybody, part A. Highlight what you need. Why does who? You need to highlight. Why does? Ivan need his wife to tell who?
The
Master. About what?
finding fish in the tree.
Very good. Very good. All right. What is B asking? So they're looking for the proof that you picked for part A, right? Go to question 3. Question 3, go. What are you highlighting? We're looking for the, what's the D word there?
Details.
No.
Details.
What? Description. What's this? What description? So the word description is necessary. And who is the description talking about? The master. The master. Very good. Now, look at part B. Read. Very good. In multiple choice, there are usually 4 choices. 2 of them make 0 sense. So what do we do with those? We X them out, or I like to say slash the trash. What do we do with the 2 that makes 0 sense?
Slash the trash.
Slash the trash. We don't need those 2. What happens with the 2 that's left, though? What are we gonna do about the 2 that's left? Because Miss Boodhoo, they both look really good. What are we gonna do with that, though? How do we know which one is the best answer?
We gotta see which one supports about the story.
Almost the best answer. How do we know which one of the 2 is the best? Because both of them look right. Yeah, what do we do with those 2? How do you pick which one is right? Go.
You go back in the text and in which paragraph it says, or if you read the story already, I think you would know which paragraph it will be in, and you go back to that paragraph, and then you see which one picks, like, has the most, like.
Wonderful.
Best.
Wonderful. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? How do you break the tie? Because the 2 of them look good. What did he say?
He said that go back in the story and text to find out what it's saying about the story.
Yes. Yes. Very good. Love, what did he just say?
He just said that
The 2 that's left.
the 2 that's left,
Take your time. The 2 answers that's left. Say it. The 2 answers that's left.
answers that's left.
Uh-huh. What do you do with the 2? How do you know which one of the 2 is the best? Yes. Tell them a little bit.